All right, guys. So today we're going to be reacting to this channel called The Dark Side of Your Mind. He calls himself a pimp. I don't know, to be honest with you. But let's see what he has to say. He made a video about 50 brutal truths about women that men ignore. And I watched it and I liked it. Even though his voice might be creepy, I think we can learn a lot from him. Let's see what he has to say.
The first harsh truth about women is that loyalty isn't automatically yours. A woman can look you in the eye and swear devotion, yet that loyalty might be tied to her past, not her present. She may belong emotionally to an ex who hurt her, or to a fantasy version of love she's still clinging to. You may feel her body lying next to you, but if her soul is still chained to another memory, then you're renting space, not owning it. Most men miss this because they confuse presence for permanence. But a woman can sleep in your bed every night while her mind runs back to another man's touch. If you don't learn to test her loyalty against her actions, you'll wake up one day and realize you were just a placeholder in someone else's unfinished story. One thing, I'd like to apologize for my lack of uploading. I actually have a life, and it can get difficult. But we're back. One other thing, if you want coaching, there's a link below. I've gotten requests for coaching. I read them all. I'll respond in a week when I have time. Let's continue with the evil. The second truth is even colder. Women can split themselves. They have the ability to divide body and soul, to give you one while reserving the other for somebody else. She may let you hold her, cook for her, and even share her daily life, while her heart still belongs to a man who moved on years ago. That's why you can feel her physically close but emotionally distant, as if she's halfway present in the room, but her spirit is elsewhere. This split is why some women stay in long relationships but never truly bond. They're feeding off stability while secretly addicted to the thrill of the unavailable. And if you don't recognize that split, you'll think something is wrong with you when really she's living in two worlds at once. The cruelest part? She won't even see it as betrayal. She'll believe she's being honest because she's giving you something. But what you get is never the whole. The third harsh truth is that desire is the real currency, not commitment. If she isn't sleeping with you, she's playing you. Women don't withhold sex because they forgot how to feel it. They withhold it because they don't feel it for you. When attraction dies, she may still keep you around for your usefulness, for your money, for your comfort, or just to pass the time until someone better comes along. That's why you'll meet men who provide everything and still get cheated on, while another man who gives her nothing but chaos still gets her body without question.
You see, that's a function of low self-esteem. If a woman's going to give up the poom poom to a man who doesn't appreciate her, who doesn't like her, she's pretty much setting herself up for a life of chaos. And you could almost judge a woman about with whether or not she does that, because you're asking for dysfunction for your child and for your future self. And this is why, if you're a good man and she leaves you for a player, look, I get it, that shit hurts. But if there's any solace, is this, you won. Because what this tells you is that she'd rather go for a guy who confirms her negative self-opinion over a guy who shows her appreciation. You can't save that woman. You're trying to save her by trying to convince her to not go after the players. You know, personally, I don't want a woman who dated Pookie. You could date fucking Jamal the lawyer. I don't want you to date Jamal the street guy. I'll get turned off because that tells me the quality of a woman that you are. Oh, by the way, guys, there's a free gift that I have in every single one of my episodes. It's my forbidden video about 20 dark psychological tactics. It was so evil that I had to delete it. As you guys can see, it got over 2.3 million views, guys. So if you guys want to get access to the forbidden video, Just go click on the description down below where it says get your free gift, put your email and name, and I'll send it straight to your inbox.
It's not fair. It's instinct. And if you mistake her patience or politeness for affection, you'll bleed yourself dry while she shops for her next thrill. The bed is the real judge. If you're not in it, you're in denial. The fourth harsh truth is that every woman will test you. These tests aren't random. They're built into her instincts. She'll pull back to see if you chase. She'll disrespect you to see if you fold. She'll create tension just to feel your response. Most men panic when they feel the test. And in their panic, they do exactly what she expects. They beg. They argue. They try to explain themselves back into her good graces. That reaction proves weakness. And once she smells weakness, attraction dies. If you want her to feel you, you pass the test with silence, with calmness, with an unshaken frame. She's not testing to destroy you. She's testing to see if you're real. Fail, and she files you under like the rest. Pass, and she looks at you with new eyes. The fifth truth is that words are theater, while behavior is truth. Women are natural performers. They know how to play a part, how to say the right things, how to give you the script you want to hear. She'll swear she's tired of games. She'll tell you she's not like the others. She'll promise you forever. But if her actions show her texting her ex at midnight, going silent for days, or crossing the same line she said she never would, then you already have your answer. Men who get played are the ones who buy the words and ignore the patterns. Women don't fake patterns. They fake presentation. That's why you must train yourself to stop asking, "What did she say?" and start asking, "What did she do when it mattered?" The sixth truth is that women lie when it benefits them, and they do it with terrifying ease. A lie can roll off her tongue smoother than the truth, wrapped in tears or laughter or whatever flavor the situation calls for. She can tell you she's fine while plotting her exit. She can cry while hiding another man's name in her phone. She can confess just enough to make you trust her again, without ever giving you the whole story. This isn't because women are evil. It's because they're survival-driven. They learn from early on that emotions are tools. And if you don't know how easily feelings can be faked, you'll spend your life reacting to her performances. The truth doesn't live in her face. It lives in her patterns, in her slip-ups, in the inconsistencies she tries to hide. The seventh harsh truth is that loyalty is conditional, and it usually collapses the second a better option appears. A stronger man, a richer man, a more exciting man. If he shows up, years of promises can vanish overnight. Don't mistake time invested for time guaranteed. Women live in the present, not the past. She might have sworn she'd ride with you forever, but if someone else makes her feel more alive in the moment, the past disappears. This is why you never chain your worth to her words. Understand that loyalty is fragile. If you stop being her best option, she won't wrestle with guilt long. She'll drift, then she'll go. The eighth truth is that sex is her weapon, her bargaining chip, her leverage. A woman knows that the way you respond to her body reveals your weakness. If lust makes you bend your standards, she learns she can pull your strings.
And this is why guys that are sex crazed, that are poom fanatics, that can't control their libido. A woman can sense when you have no control over your libido. That's why if you do practice semen detention, what the fuck you call that? Sorry about that. If you do practice it, what you'll notice is that women will be attracted to you because you're just more patient. If you manage to control your libido and your lust, that patience will translate into aura. A woman will find that, because women would just say, "What's wrong with me?" It's not that you're patient, it's what's wrong with me. Every guy wants to bang me as soon as possible. Why is this motherfucker patient? Why is he patient?
That's why so many men get trapped. They hand over control in exchange for desire. But here's the trick. The man who can deny her when she's testing, the man who doesn't jump every time she dangles intimacy, is the man she respects the most. Why? Because he isn't bought. He isn't ruled by hunger. He chooses. And a man who chooses rather than chases is dangerous in her eyes. The ninth truth is that women are often more in love with the idea of love than with the man himself. She craves the fantasy, the whirlwind romance, the high of newness, the image of herself in love. And once reality sets in, bills, flaws, routine, the glow fades. She doesn't always want you. She wants how you made her feel at the beginning. That's why so many men watch women drift away even when nothing has gone wrong. It isn't you. It's her addiction to the high of love itself. And once the high is gone, she looks for the next dealer. The 10th harsh truth is that attention is her oxygen. Starve her of attention completely and she'll suffocate. Drown her in it and she'll despise you. A woman knows when your life revolves around her because she feels the overexposure and it makes her restless. At the same time, if you starve her too long, she feels abandoned and unworthy. The balance is what keeps her hooked. Controlled attention, given on your terms, keeps her chasing. Uncontrolled attention, showered without thought, kills the mystery and kills the chase. The 11th truth is that insults carve deeper than kindness can heal. A single act of disrespect lingers longer than 1,000 sweet gestures. Women remember the wound sharper than the gift. That's why you can never afford to drop your boundaries and let disrespect slide. If you let her step on you once, she learns that you'll allow it again. Respect isn't built with roses. It's built with rules. And the man who protects his dignity, even at the cost of her feelings, is the man she never forgets. The 12th truth is that women are drawn to men who other women want. It's not just about you, it's about the crowd. If other women see value in you, it amplifies hers. If no one does, she begins to question her choice. It's the cruel economy of desire. Competition raises value. That's why men with social proof, admired, respected, wanted, seem magnetic without lifting a finger. Attraction is contagious, and women catch it faster than men ever admit. The 14th truth is that women measure men under pressure. They don't care how smooth you are when everything is easy. They want to see how you carry yourself when the fire hits. Do you stay calm when she pushes your buttons? Do you stand firm when others doubt you? Or do you fold, yell, and prove you can't hold your frame? She's watching silently, memorizing your reactions. Words don't prove manhood. Composure does. And once you show weakness and pressure, she never unsees it. The 15th truth is that most women will forgive dishonesty faster than they'll forgive weakness. A man who lies but stands firm still has gravity. A man who bends, who begs, who exposes his neediness. That man loses respect forever. It's twisted, but in her eyes, strength is more important than virtue. She'd rather follow a liar who leads than a saint who grovels. That's why you can't cling to being the nice guy and expect admiration. She respects the wolf, not the lamb. The 16th truth is that women's eyes are always scanning, even in relationships. Don't mistake loyalty for blindness. She notices other men, their strength, their energy, their status. It doesn't mean she'll act on it, but it means the radar never switches off. A woman always knows her options. And if you stop being her best option, she won't pretend she doesn't see replacements waiting in the wings. The 17th truth is that patterns repeat. If she has cheated once, she will likely cheat again. If she lied once, she has the muscle memory to lie again. The same goes for addictions, betrayals, and bad habits. Most men want to believe in second chances, but second chances are usually rehearsals for the same script. The strongest predictor of future behavior is past behavior. Ignore that at your own risk. The 18th truth is that emotion beats logic every single time. She might know a man is toxic, dangerous, or destructive, and still go back if he makes her feel something. She might know you're the safe, logical choice, and still leave if the spark dies. Men who try to argue with logic, but I'm better for you, but I treat you well, lose every time. You can't debate feelings out of existence. You either spark them or you don't. The 19th truth is that worship kills attraction. The more you pedestalize her, the more she looks down on you. What feels like devotion to you feels like suffocation to her. When you treat her as a goddess, you shrink yourself into a servant, and no woman respects her servant. She may use him, she may manipulate him, she may even keep him around for comfort, but she won't desire him. The moment you bow, she crowns someone else. The 20th truth is that validation is her drug. She can be in a relationship and still crave the dopamine of being wanted by strangers. She'll post a photo, not for you, but for the world, just to see if the world still responds. That craving doesn't die in relationships. If anything, it grows stronger because it reassures her she hasn't lost it. Don't mistake her hunger for validation as hunger for you. They're not the same thing. The 21st truth is that guilt is her sharpest weapon. Women know how to flip the script until you're the one apologizing for her betrayal. She can lie and still make you feel like you pushed her to it. She can disrespect you and still frame you as the reason she acted out. If you don't guard yourself, you'll spend half your life on the defensive, guilty for crimes you never committed. Men who lose in relationships don't lose from betrayal. They lose from guilt. The 22nd truth is that no woman truly respects a man she controls. She may enjoy the power, she may enjoy the manipulation, but deep down, she resents you for allowing it. If she can predict your every reaction, if she can pull your strings with ease, then she no longer sees you as a man. She sees you as a toy, and toys get discarded the second the thrill wears off. The 23rd truth is that women secretly despise men they can dominate. That's why she'll push harder, test deeper, and even cause drama. Not because she wants to win, but because she wants you to stop her. She wants to feel the wall of a man's strength, not the softness of his submission. If you let her run the show, she'll run it straight into contempt. The 24th truth is that uncertainty fuels desire. When she knows your every move, when she knows you'll never leave, when she can predict your routine down to the word, attraction fades. Mystery isn't a trick, it's survival. The unknown keeps her pulse racing. That's why the men she complains about as toxic are often the ones she obsesses over. Predictability is comfort, but attraction lives in tension. The 25th truth is that the traits she calls toxic are often the traits that magnetize her. Coldness, silence, dominance. She may complain about them, but she never forgets them. What she calls toxic is often just her code word for powerful. She wants the power, but resents the lack of control. The men who keep her addicted are rarely the ones she praises. They're the ones she can't shake. The 26th truth is that boundaries matter more than kindness. Niceness gets you thanked, but boundaries get you respected.
That's why I always say, saying no, the word no will get you more laid than saying yes. Because it's all about creation of boundaries. A woman needs to sense your boundaries to feel secure and to feel relaxed around you. But if she senses you have no boundaries, what that says is that you're a little bitch. That means other men don't respect you. That means guys could talk shit about her in front of you and you can't do nothing about it. But also, it means that you have, again, self-control, because no, with what she's offering, a lot of times it's hard to say no. So that speaks to your capacity to self-regulate and to control your lust. Because women want a guy who they can dominate, but they still want to dominate them. They love losing. They love knowing that they can't control you because now they found a worthy challenger.
A woman can cry when you enforce them. She can even rage, but deep down she knows you're real. The man who bends every time loses himself. The man who draws lines, even when it costs him comfort, becomes unforgettable. The 27th truth is that whoever controls the frame controls the attraction. If she sets all the terms, she writes the ending. If you hand over leadership, you hand over desire. Women don't want the wheel. They want a test if you can hold it. Once she knows she's driving, she stops respecting the passenger. The 28th truth is that women weaponize silence too. Pullbacks, delays, excuses, all designed to see if you'll chase. It's a test of your patience and your self-control. If you crumble and rush in, she knows you're hooked. If you stay calm and let the silence stretch, she starts to worry she's losing you. That worry reignites her desire. The 29th truth is that restraint is power. Turning her down, refusing her when she expects you to fold, shocks her system. Most men say yes to every curve and every demand. The man who can say no stands out as rare. That restraint plants respect in her, even if she never admits it. The 30th truth is that once she sees weakness, she never fully forgets. You can recover, you can grow, but the crack remains in her memory. And when arguments flare, she'll bring it back. She'll remind herself of the day you folded. Weakness is a permanent tattoo in her eyes. That's why you must guard your frame like your life depends on it. The 31st truth is that women forgive cruelty quicker than they forgive neediness. A man who was cold but strong can still be desired. A man who is needy and clingy is repelled forever. Neediness screams, "Replace me." Cruelty can be rationalized, but neediness is unforgivable. The 32nd truth is that many women thrive in emotional chaos. Drama is fuel. It makes her feel alive. It gives her stories to tell. It keeps her emotions sharp. That's why peace often feels boring to her. If you let her dictate the relationship, she'll create storms just to feel the rush. The antidote isn't to become the storm, it's to become the anchor. Let her winds blow, but never let them move you. The 33rd truth is that silence can mean planning. When she goes quiet, it isn't always peace. Sometimes she's mapping her exit, building her excuses, or plotting her next move. Men mistake calm for loyalty. But silence has two faces. Learn to tell the difference, or you'll be blindsided when quiet turns into goodbye. The 34th truth is that drama is addictive. If she's grown up in it, if she's lived her life in it, calm will feel like emptiness. She'll sabotage peace just to create noise. and she'll blame you for the wreckage. If you get pulled into her chaos, you lose. The only way to win is to never step into her storm. The 35th truth is that women lie to themselves before they lie to you. She'll convince herself her motives are pure. I didn't mean to. It just happened. I was confused. Self-deception makes it easier for her to deceive you. She doesn't see herself as the villain. She sees herself as the victim of circumstance. And if you buy into her self-deception, you'll excuse the same betrayals again and again. The 36th truth is that women get bored faster than men realize. Predictability is the slow death of desire. When everything is easy, when there's no challenge, attraction fades. That's why men who think constant availability will win her love end up abandoned. Too much comfort breeds contempt. Keep your mission. Keep your edge. Keep your life bigger than her. The 37th truth is that women admire the man who can walk away. The ability to leave without hesitation, to enforce your worth with your feet, is more magnetic than any words you'll ever speak. The man who cannot be replaced is the man who refuses to be trapped. When she knows you'll leave for disrespect, she respects you more than the man who stays through anything. The 38th truth is that women compare constantly. You are measured against her ex, her friend's boyfriend, the men on her screen. She can't help it. Comparison is her second language. If you obsess over being compared, you'll go mad. But if you outclass every option around her, she'll feel lucky just to be chosen. The 39th truth is that women always keep options. Even if she swears she has none, even if she acts like you're her only world, she usually has a backup in her mind. A what if she keeps open. She may never use it, but she knows it's there. The only counter is to be the best option, the one who makes every backup look like a downgrade. The 40th truth is that contradiction attracts. Women want paradoxes. The man who can be gentle with her, but ruthless with the world. The man who can laugh with her and intimidate others. The man who can make her feel safe, yet still scare other men. Contradiction makes her feel like she has access to something rare, something not everyone gets. The 41st truth is that what she says she wants and what she actually chooses are often opposites. She'll say she wants nice, safe, and stable, but she'll chase wild, unpredictable, and magnetic. She'll praise the good guy while secretly yearning for the man who unsettles her. Always judge her by her actions, not her wish list. The 42nd truth is that women are addicted to attention, even from men they don't desire. It's not about wanting them. It's about proving she still has the power to draw eyes. Every compliment, every glance, every DM fuels her sense of control. Don't take it personally, but don't ignore it either. Attention is her currency, and she will always crave deposits. The 43rd truth is that women can paint themselves as victims even when they hold the knife. She can betray and still tell the story as if you pushed her into it. She can manipulate and still look like the one who was hurt. Narrative is her weapon, and if you let her write the story, you'll be cast as the villain in your own downfall. The 44th truth is that irrelevance scares women more than loneliness. She can be alone and still feel powerful if she's wanted. But the moment she feels invisible, the moment no one looks twice, she spirals. That fear is stronger than the fear of being without a man. That's why attention holds more weight than commitment. The 45th truth is that women chase men who don't need them. Independence is magnetic. The man who doesn't beg, doesn't cling, doesn't make her his whole purpose. That man is rare. She wants to be wanted, but she can't respect being needed. The man who thrives without her is the man she fights hardest to keep. The 46th truth is that women repeat cycles. The past always shows up again, unless it's burned completely. If she had destructive patterns before you, don't believe she'll magically become brand new with you. Change takes brutal self-awareness and time. Most never do it. History repeats because it's easier than rewriting. The 47th truth is that silence is more powerful than speeches. A quiet exit, a calm stare, a refusal to argue. These land harder than 1,000 angry words. Women live in emotions, so when you withhold reaction, you starve the fire. Silence makes them feel your strength. Explosions make them feel your weakness. The 48th truth is that she's always watching how other women respond to you. She studies their glances, their laughs, their reactions. If other women want you, her attraction rises. If no one does, her doubt creeps in. Social proof is the shadow currency of desire, and every woman keeps the books. The 49th truth is that women don't want mirrors, they want anchors. If you reflect her every mood, when she's angry, you're angry. When she's lost, you're lost. Then you're just another version of her chaos. But if you stay steady, grounded, unshaken, you become the rock she can't find anywhere else. Anchors are rare. Mirrors are everywhere. The 50th and final truth is this. No woman can play a man who refuses to fold. Once you master yourself, once you control your emotions, enforce your standards, and guard your frame, her tricks lose their power. She can cry, she can pull back, she can test, she can tempt, but none of it works on a man who won't bend. The game is only real for men who play it blind. The second you see the truth, you stop being the hunted and start being the one no woman can forget.
Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this dude. If you guys want to check out my course, it's actually a course that I created, and it kind of goes along with what he's talking about. It's called Dark Game, where I teach you guys the dark psychological strategies to attract women. I teach you guys how to attract women in the workplace without getting fired. I teach you how to attract women in the streets. It's pretty much a course to help you bring women into your life without having to be creepy and without having to use online dating. I'll be honest with you, I do teach online dating, but this course is more for guys who really want to meet women in real life. So just click on the description down below where it says Dark Game, and you could get all your there's a 30-day money back guarantee, and I think there's free videos you can watch before you purchase it. So go check it out.